Well, they say when a woman's fed up, ain't nothing you can do about it. And I think that Drake is showing us that that is absolutely true. Because Jakisha's madder than the mofo at this point, boy. And he ain't going to stop at nothing until he see all these motherfuckers go down. Man, listen. In today's video, y'all, we still got some more Drake stuff we're going to talk about. We got a clip from ABC News talking about the beef, and it's not favorable. We have also a clip of Drake on stage with Lil Wayne's daughter, I think it is, Reginae, when she was like 10 or 11, doing what looks like trying to go in for the kiss. I don't know. We'll look at it and y'all tell me what y'all think. Weird behavior. And a little bit, and a couple other things. Because I posted something on X like 2 days ago when Drake was in a rap battle, claiming somebody else basically was giving off PDF vibes because he was messing with 17-year-olds. But now all of a sudden, it's a bad thing. Yeah, man. Hypocritical. Super soft, just anything negative you think of. Look, if any part of Drake's plan was to try to curry favor, get people to stand on his side, it is backfiring in exquisite fashion. So first, we'll get to the clip of him going in for the kiss. I don't know if it's a kiss or not. We'll get to that a little bit later, but right now, let's check out this clip from ABC News.
Yeah, so they're looking to arm themselves with the facts. So this is a case where Drake is going up against UMG, which is the parent company of Republic Records, his record label. And they're asking for basically everything in the kitchen sink. They're asking for Kendrick Lamar's contract, the details of that. They're also, interestingly enough, asking about any allegations about Kendrick Lamar in terms of domestic violence. I think, and I'll leave this to Justin, who knows far more about the culture and the music background. I just want to stick to my legal lane. But I think it has to do with something from the diss track in 2024, Family Matters, where Drake levies allegations against Kendrick Lamar about domestic violence. And I think he's trying to build a case not just in his own diss tracks, but also that UMG was attempting to devalue Drake by inflating Kendrick Lamar's popularity by pushing this song when they knew it to be defamatory. And they're trying to look for the inner workings and the communications through all of these 75 document requests.
Hey, you know, well, there's a whole bunch that can be said about all of this, man. There is literally at this point almost limitless angles that you can take and create content around when it comes to this. And in large part, it's all due to Drake. One of the things this goes to is the fact that he had no facts. He's talking about in his songs, especially the Hard Part 6, let's get to the facts. Get back to me when you got facts, so and so, whatever he said, right? If you had the facts, my man, why are you fishing for any supporting evidence? Look, if he had anything that would support what he alleged, it would have been came out. Instead, he's trying to get UMG to do the heavy lifting for him and basically throw a bunch of stuff at the wall and see what hits, right? If they get in there and they find something, oh man, maybe we can twist this. They really want something they can twist and bend and shape to fit their reality. I don't think a lot of this stuff is going to be granted them. I mean, we'll see. I was watching Nolan and he did say that UMG filed a motion to, I guess, seal Kendrick's contract details, but let's finish this up.
And as Justin, as Brian just pointed out, I mean, this dispute started as a rap battle. I mean, just the love of the game, right? Two artists exchanging diss tracks, which of course is the culture of rap. It's the culture of hip hop. I mean, it's how it all started. What does this mean for the culture now that you literally have a rapper in some ways allegedly trying to litigate a rap beef? I mean, in the legal arena, what do you think?
I think when you look at it like this, you really have to look at the last year of Drake's life. And it's really unfamiliar for any rap artist, especially a superstar rap artist. He was involved in the biggest rap beef of all time. One that I think most people would say he objectively lost. He saw Not Like Us become an international rallying cry. He even had a fallout with LeBron James, it seems. And then on top of that, the cherry on top is this lawsuit. And in hip hop, a lawsuit is kind of an unforgivable sin, especially when it comes to battle records. We've all listened to a lot of hip hop over the course of our life. we've heard battle records, people say some outlandish things, but you know, this lawsuit that Drake is levying is kind of giving a staying power to the beef that's largely because Drake refuses to let this go. And
exactly, yo. It's making it, and this is the crazy part. You know, they say Kendrick drag it or the fans drag it. Not really, man. Not really. If y'all think about it, the majority of the content, at least that I make surrounding Drake, is usually when something happens. And there's just like I said, there's so many angles you can take with it. Then there's people who respond or who comment on it that I can comment. Like myself, other commentators and all of that and reactors, he gives us the content on a daily basis. I don't even know how fans can act like that's even a good thing, because none of it's good. You know what I'm saying? And it just makes it look even worse. But can you imagine what these people are going to look like? Now, look, we know that it's not outside the realm of possibility that Drake can win. But can you imagine, after going through all of this, looking like this petulant little brat that he is, can you imagine losing this whole thing and how much worse that's going to make him look? How much more he's going to be clowned? You know, Drake stands, y'all celebrate these small things like, oh, they serve Kojo. Oh, he wants Kendrick contract. Like, none of these things are actually wins. They're just motions and things like paperwork being filed. But after all of that, can you imagine what you're going to feel like when it's all for nothing? Can you imagine how shameful he's going to look? How pathetic, even more pathetic, he's going to look. It's going to be really bad for you guys, man. Really bad. And I'm going to be here to laugh at you.
On one hand, it is understandable in a sense. Kendrick not only beat him, he out-strategized him, he embarrassed him. But on the other hand, I do wonder what the end goal is here, because nothing will erase the impact, not just of Not Like Us, but the battle itself. And keep in mind, too, this is also very important. This is all happening while Drake and UMG are prepping for the biggest release, or the most important release of his career, with Iceman. And it's kind of like the equivalent of arguing with your boss in the parking lot before you have to give a company-wide presentation. Staying power to the beef that's largely because Drake refuses to let this go. And on one hand, it is understandable in a sense. Kendrick not only beat him, he out-strategized him, he embarrassed him. But on the other hand, I do wonder what the end goal is here.
That's that point right there, right? Even some people will say the end goal is to force UMG to settle. Bro, there's other ways that you could have probably done that, other things that you could have done. Why would you choose the riskiest, most embarrassing looking way to do it? If you ask me, this way, choosing to do things this way actually makes it look like he's not as intelligent as people would like to think, not as strategic as people like to think. They like to say, oh, Drake is strategic, keep moving. But there's other ways he could have done this that may have been more effective, and definitely would have been less risky, especially when it comes to his image. If you know, the Drake brand and the name and all that, if you want that to still hold any weight and have any value in the market, why choose the way that could destroy that? You know what I'm saying? If not destroy it, at least like shit, devalue it by a lot. But I'll let that part finish again.
Because nothing will erase the impact, not just of Not Like Us, but the battle itself.
Nothing will erase the impact. And that's what they want to do every day, right? They want to try. But the problem is, not only will it not erase the impact, not only would it not have erased the impact, but these actions are cementing the impact. These actions are magnifying the impact, giving it staying power. This shit is on the news, bro. This shit is on ABC News, and this ain't the first time it's been discussed on the news. The impact is already there, man. Kendrick has made a song that, regardless of how this case turns out, against Drake, for Drake, this song will go down as one of the most vicious songs ever, just because of what came after. It don't even, there's no lose in this for him as far as that's concerned. No, I find it hard to think that anyone will ever create a song that does this much damage to one person, man, unless there was like a song that came out with some allegations and videos behind it to prove it, right?
And keep in mind, too, this is also very important. This is all happening while Drake and UMG are prepping for the biggest release or the most important release of his career with Iceman. And it's kind of like the equivalent of arguing with your boss in the parking lot before you have to give a company-wide presentation.
Yeah, that presentation might not go so well, Mike. Okay, so look, man, and I doubt that that's the last time we see that on the news either. There's probably going to be other stories done about this, especially as the case progresses. Now, one of the dangers, of course, of continuing to pursue this line of attack for Drake is having things continue to come out, right? And you got to remember, perception is everything. And if you're trying to fight against the perception of, let's just say, liking them young, and you've done a lot of questionable things in the past, the last thing you want is for more things to come out that would, I guess, confirm that you like them young. Now, let's check this little clip out. Now, I posted this on X a couple days ago, right? Oh, no. This ain't the clip. This ain't the one I put. I actually just found this clip today. My bad.
Miss, you can get the business. This girl just gonna gift like Christmas. I like them caramel skin, long hair, thick ass.
It just get worse and worse. Here, let me make this bigger so you guys can see. Now, look. People been saying he going in for the kiss. Even this caption says that. I will admit, I'm not 100% sure on that. What I am 100% sure on, and that she didn't want no parts of whatever the hell was happening. And this is Lil Wayne's daughter, Reginae, and from what I saw, she was like 10 or 11 around this time. So let's play it again.
Miss, you can get the
now look, see him right there. He got his arm around her. Now he starts to go in right here. I don't know what he's doing. Right? Then he goes in again right there. And she moves back. Now, you can kind of see like his teeth showing. That's why I'm not sure he was going in for a kiss. I don't want to make this something that it's not. It's weird regardless. But I don't want to say he's going in for a kiss if he's not. It looks like his teeth is showing. Let's go back. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Don't it look like his teeth is showing? Right here. You like see? I don't know, man. Either way is weird. And then she pulls back. She pulls back like no. And her arms are crossed. Right? Like, why the hell is this weirdo being weird? And you can see her arms crossed right there. See? Then he tries to play it off, right? He tries to play it off, turn his head back around. So look, regardless again of what he was trying to do, it don't look good. And it only goes to serve the narrative that, look, when Kendrick say Drake, I hear you like him young, there's not a shortage of, let's just say, content out there for him to come to that conclusion. It comes out over and over and over and over again. And so one could reasonably believe that, hey, after seeing all these things, maybe he does like him young. That's why he said, I hear you like him young. He didn't say, I know you like him young. He didn't say that I can prove you like him young. He says, say, Drake, I hear you like him young. Well, guess what? If that's the case, you better not ever go to Cell Block 1, right? But yeah, man, let's keep it going. You know what this makes me think of too? When Wayne's son, everybody said he was high and he was lying. But when Wayne's son came out talking about Wayne wrote for Drake. Now I don't think Wayne wrote all of Drake's stuff, and who knows? He may have not wrote anything. All I'm saying is, you know, family be knowing the secrets, man. Family be knowing the family secrets. What the fuck was he doing here though? Like, even if he was like, was he like trying to smile in her face or something? Like, it just seems fucking weird, don't it? Look at this shit. She's like pulling back and he's just going in. He almost ready to fall off the damn chair at this point. Look, then he tries to play it off. Oh shit, I'm on camera. I gotta reel in my weirdness. Yeah, man. Again, the more this goes on, I wouldn't be surprised if other stuff come up. I know that's old. It's been out there, but it's what happens, man. Now, another thing that we have is a clip of him, and this is the one I actually posted on X a couple days ago, of him being in a battle. All right, and this was supposed to be a battle between him and a rapper named Aristo. All right, let's check this out real quick. It's only a couple seconds. All right, it's this one right here. Yeah, I posted this on the 15th, so that was 2 days ago. I was going to talk about this yesterday, but it had stuff to do with the kids. But let's check this out.
Trying to pull 17-year-olds down at Grandma Lee. And we don't got it out for you. We just saying that don't nobody vouch for you. No.
So y'all remember how everybody was saying you can't, or it's unfair for somebody to allege that you're a PDF on a diss track. That's taking it too far. Well, a lot of people decided to go look up an old diss track to Aristo or whoever that Drake was beefing with 16 years ago. And in that diss track, he insinuated that Aristo was trying to bag 17-year-olds. Yes, he insinuated that Aristo was a PDF. Are we going to move the goalpost again? I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see how you guys decide to do that. The judge...
The Aubrey Angels already moving the goalposts on XL. They already doing it. They got every excuse in the world. Because I'll even show y'all some of those comments in a second. They tried to go back and forth with me. Nah, we're not doing that. Because one of the arguments is that, oh well, he didn't say he was a PDF. Nigga, is you serious? The one thing y'all gotta realize, the point of the rap battle is to be as disrespectful as possible. Instead of saying you just like 17-year-olds, I'm going to say you're a PDF, right? And y'all know, anybody who's been in an argument know, when you say shit, you going back and forth with somebody, you always say it in the worst way possible. So I ain't gonna be like, nigga, that's why you like 17-year-old. I'm like, no, nigga, that's why you're a PDF file, right? Right? We into it verbally anyway. But they like to play stupid. They like to play dumb. Like, they don't understand that, right?
Transcripts were also made available of what the judge told Drake's lawyers or his legal team a couple months ago, I believe in June, when saying how he has to assess the statements made in Not Like Us and how he has to fairly look at everything Drake said as well, including what Drake said on Taylor Made. Let's take a look at what the judge said. Let me go back because we were addressing the various inferences.
All right, I ain't gonna go through that again, but let me let y'all hear that one more time. All right, now, so this one right here, this truth sayer person, right? This is one of the main OVO accounts. Says, why are y'all so stupid? I said, what's so stupid and why? I'm trying to figure out where he calls someone a PDF. Let's start there. So, and I said, so claiming someone likes minors isn't essentially the same thing Kendrick said. Now, who's playing stupid? This person says, you didn't answer my question. Where did he call him a PDF? Another person said, did Kendrick call him a PDF or did he say that he liked him young? Did you specifically hear him call Drake a PDF? And then another person says, the simple fact he said PDF at all is my point. And they just go back and forth. Again, they already walking it back, trying to move the goalposts. I ain't going through all the comments. I think that joint got like 65K views on that joint. So I'm not going through all them comments. But you see how they try to move it. Well, where did he call him? Did he specifically say, look, when you start getting into the technicalities, right, in an argument, you lose it, bro. When you got to go all the way to, well, I didn't specifically hear him say PDF. So if he didn't call him a PDF, no. Insinuating a PDF, whatever. It's the same shit y'all said with Kendrick. He didn't call nobody a PDF. Certified lover boy, certified PDF files. If anything, it's a play on words and he's joking, right? It's like, oh, certified lover boy. No, nigga, y'all some certified PDF files. Either way, it's and I saw Nolan post something from Moni. Let me bring that up real quick and we're gonna wrap it up because it's an old interview of Drake actually talking about this specific battle.
Magnificent. Drake, good night and good luck.
Yeah.
Aristo, good morning.
Yeah.
Bishop, Masters, Young Tony, Drake, good riddance.
Good. It was good riddance. It was lights out. It was a body, and that's what it was, man. And that's why good riddance. And what happened? Good riddance, right? Bye.
And both of the dudes are still there doing what they do,
Yeah, which is cool, which is great. You know, like he's got his single out, and you know he's working the album thing. That's cool. But when it comes to trying to check Drake, it was good riddance, body, and it was over.
No, nigga. No. 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 Nigga.
So yo,
there was no
Cornball at his finest, brother. Ain't that the same shit that happened with Kendrick? When it comes to trying to check Kendrick, good riddance, body, body. That's all it was, man.
Rebuttal. There was no.
It ended right there.
It was good. Like, don't try and check me, man.
So
and that was my point all along. Like, you know, you do a little track and that's cool, man. And I will check you, and that's what happened. It was over.
Do you think? See how you spoke on before about how you being an actor might have people question your credibility as a rapper, right?
Yeah.
So do you think that you getting into that beef kind of was your way of telling people like, yo, nah, you can't think of me that way?
I think that was part of the reason that I definitely decided to do it. Was like, I felt it couldn't hurt me. It would hurt me if I made a whack song, but I knew that there was just, I mean, what I like to do is when another dude is going to be like, state the obvious, like, okay, Drake, you're on TV and you're cupcake soft, and when I see you outside of this club, you're gonna get hit. When I hear that, I'm like, okay, man, you're about to get it. Because, like, I mean, I just, like, I search for clever things. I mean, that's what.
Now, you got to pay attention to that too, right? So this is basically the Eminem strategy, right? Well, this ain't really the Eminem strategy, but Eminem made this famous specifically just in the 8 Mile, the rap beef thing. So I don't want to say Eminem strategy, but we seen it in the movie. So let's go back real quick.
And when I see you outside of this club, you're gonna get hit. Is when another dude is gonna be like, state the obvious, like, oh,
when another dude's gonna state the obvious. So now this goes to he using the same strategy. See, his strategies never evolved. So now we go to what's the obvious to state in the battle with Kendrick? That he likes young girls. So now we see, now we can see even how if Kendrick studied these interviews, he already knows what Drake is going to do because he's been doing it since way back when, right?
Okay, Drake, you're on TV and you're cupcake soft, and when I see you outside of this club, you're gonna get hit. When I hear that, I'm like, okay, man, you're about to get it.
And this also goes to the fact that because Kendrick knew what he would be expecting, Kendrick did 2 things. One, he did state the obvious. I hear you like him young, but he took it even further, right? And one of the ways that he did take it further was that diabolical, masterful breakdown in Meet the Grams. Because that song was an angle that nobody had ever taken. To talk to your family one by one, nigga, forget the daughter shit. I don't care about that. To talk to your family, who would have even thought that would be an angle somebody would take? Nobody, none of us, and definitely not him. So he hit him with what he was expecting, but gave it to him in a way that he wasn't expecting it to be, put out there. Because the way Kendrick packaged it up and not like us, it's crazy. And then he hit him with the unexpected, dissected him. Even in Euphoria, right? We still talking about how that song was a whole prophecy.
Because, like, I mean, I just, like, I search for clever things. I mean, that's what I pride myself on. My favorite rapper is Fonte, because he just says things
So it's clever that when you say somebody like 17-year-olds, that's a clever thing, right? So why is it clever for him to say, but not a clever thing when Kendrick said it? Why is it something that has to end up in the courts? We got to go to the feds when you say it about me. But if I say it about you, it's just a battle. I'm just being clever. I'm learning from the greats, right? As we'll see here, I'm learning from others that came before me. It's clever. But when you say it, it's defamation.
Could be said and Hove too. I mean, there's a lot of rappers that do it. They say things that you could say straightforward, but they just find this way to say it that you're like, man, that's how I think of it. I can never verbally communicate it that way, but that's just how I think of it. And I appreciate that in hip hop. So when I saw the situation, I was like, okay, here we got a dude who, you know, it was just an easy target, man. It was like,
Yeah. Which of these words best describes Drake?
And what's up with this fake ass New York type accent he got going on right here? It's really bugging me out. But he said he was an easy target. Bro, if you people don't see through this facade at this point, man, I don't know what to tell you. I really don't. If you don't see through this whole facade of this lawsuit, I don't know what to tell you.
When Drake is feeling conflict with someone, I'm gonna throw some words: impulsive, calculated, wary, or even just totally unenthusiastic.
When I'm feeling tension
When
with
you
somebody,
feel conflict with somebody and you're in a situation, how do you feel when you're addressing that situation?
I'm definitely I fell victim to the impulsive decision. Like just feeling the heat and ready to go. Because rap is something that I'm just confident here, man. I feel good here. You know, I'm not scared.
Yeah.
I'm not scared. And that's the thing. Like, you know, I wouldn't do that. Like, it's just a place where I just urge you, like, don't push me, man. Especially, I'm not scared to go at anybody if that's where you want to go. I mean, and only if it's gonna be good, you know. Only if it's not quality. Like, if you put out some garbage track, I'm not gonna do. I'm doing too much. I'm a busy dude, you know. Like, I'm not gonna go and take the time. But if it's somebody that I feel like it needs to get addressed, then definitely I'll do it. And it's calculated too.
Okay, it's beautiful.
But it's impulsive in the fact that maybe.
So I mean, yeah. He felt that way about Kendrick, right? It was somebody he needed to address. Kendrick was a big enough person, big enough name. They had history. Drake had been bitching for 10 years straight at that point. And what he did, what he thought would be a calculated move. And in Tailor-Made, he revealed his usual strategy of trying to state the obvious. Hey, man, talk about him liking young girls. He thought that was a witty way. He thought he was being clever by using AI. See, all the things he's saying back then is what he did. The same fucking strategy. And it backfired. It backfired, bro. Wile E. Coyote shit.
Wile E. Coyote, super genius.
I'm eager to put the track out, but the things that I'm going to say are calculated. I'm going to do my research.
Beautiful.
I'm going to find out.
So we talked about Toronto. So we all love Toronto.
All right, that's about it for that. Yeah, man. That's about it. That's all I got for now. Whether or not Drake was trying to kiss that girl, I don't know. It seems strange. If she was enjoying herself and didn't mind being in his presence with his arm around her, what else would make her kind of, yo, bro, what the fuck is you doing? Like, that's what she did. She's like, oh, then she's standing like this and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what he was doing, man. I really don't. The whole news and shit, like, this ain't going nowhere no time soon, y'all. And man, you OVOs, y'all better hope that he gets something out of this, because I'm telling you, his image is already messed up. But to go through all of this, and especially after taking it to the point where now you're talking about, I want to see documents about Dave Free and Kendrick Lamar's relationship and paternity, not DNA tests. He can't get no DNA tests. Y'all should know that. And to be talking about the kids and DV, no proof, just basically out of spite at this point, he's going to look so bad, bro. So bad. And I'm going to laugh my ass off. I can't wait. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section below. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I'll check y'all in the next one.